Some leadership ideas are so subtle that busy people fly right past them and never notice. I'm going to share with you two of those today that few people talk about and to help you think about how you're going to apply them, because these are things that you can apply really quickly, immediately. And the great thing about them is while they're two separate ideas, when you combine them, it's one of those situations where 1 plus 1 equals far more than 2. Hi, it's David with another entry into the leadership library for you. That person I know you can see a better future, a better way to get there, a better outcome, and it's going to be difficult to create it. So these videos will give you the ideas and the tools to help you build it more successfully, more quickly, and bring other people along with you. So the two ideas today are things that you can implement quickly. As soon as you learn them, you can implement them right away. And the great thing about them is once you've implemented them with a little bit of maintenance, they will take care of you 24/7. You don't always have to be thinking about them and deliberately applying them. So the first is one that I learned from one of my teachers, a man named Dr. Douglas Brooks, who learned it from his teacher, a man named Gopala Iyer Sundaramurti. But Douglas just affectionately referred to him as Appa. And what Appa said is simple and incredibly useful. We become the company that we keep. So keep good company. So you probably heard some version of this already. Show me your 5 best friends and I'll show you who you are. Or your income will be the income of the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Something like that. But the reason I like this, which is we become the company that we keep. So keep good company is this second sentence, because it really shows you the opportunity for you to intervene and make choices for yourself to create a better leader in yourself. We become the company that we keep. So it's very much, there's an active part of it for you. It's not, about income or anything like that. There's always a becoming, and you can intervene in this and keep evolving it for yourself. So what do you do? The first question I would suggest you do is ask yourself, who do you want to become? And who are those people that are more like that than you are? Well, right there, you've started to populate this list of who are the people that I'd like to spend more time with. Just ask that question. Those people live in your life. And by the way, they may be people that right now you're jealous of. I can't believe that they do this. I wish I could do that. Well, jealousy is just, I think an interpretation. What if we could flip that and say, no, I'm jealous of them, but that person inspires me. All right, there's somebody that could you find a way to spend more time with them. Join an organization. I mean, for me, I was invited to join a mastermind group. Fortunately, it was with other people that I really wanted to become more like. We were finding that we were, helping each other a lot already. So we did it more formally. To our great inconvenience, we meet once a quarter because we're all busy people, but it's so valuable. I become more like them all the time. Another way that you can do this, I certainly do this, is to find people whose books that you've read or who you've heard speak in a more formal, prepared way, and find ways to spend more time with them informally so that you can see them interacting with the world in real time. Because we're all, in our prepared work that we get maybe not the full version of the person. And so, in fact, I did that not long ago. I spent 10 days with a teacher that I greatly admire, whose material I've consumed. Her name is Byron Katie, and I had the opportunity to be in the room with her with a large group of people, but for 10 days, no phones, no computers, nothing, just locked down because I wanted to see how she interacted with the world live. She also attracted a group of people who wanted to learn from her, and so I kept company not only with her, but with a few hundred other people who were great company for me to keep, and I became a better human. A better leader, a better thinker because of that. And I can see the effects already. And now that community that she created continues. So there's no one person that has 100% of who you want to become. But find the people who have elements of what you'd like to become more like and find ways to spend more time with them. I think of it as place yourself near them without becoming a stalker. And remember, nobody has that 100% of what you want. In fact, there are some people that I've made the choice, like, I don't want to live my life the way they do, and there's a lot of things that they do in their life that I don't necessarily agree with, but there are a few things that I'd like to learn to take on their lens a little bit more. So I find ways to spend time with them. And that's an opportunity for you. Once you implement it, though, it works for you 24/7 because it's not like you have to go back and keep reading their stuff. Not that you shouldn't. I want you to continue to practice and learn in many different ways. But once you've started to keep company with people like that, the way they see the world just sort of starts to get imbued in you, and it will work for you 24/7. So that's the first one. We become the company that we keep. So keep good company. By itself, it's super powerful. And there's another, which is one that I actually um, learned from someone who said it to me. So a person said to me once, I like who I am when I'm with you. It was one of my longtime friends and colleagues from Chile, a woman named Maria Carmen Well, who's definitely one of my teachers. And in one of those moments when we were really supporting each other, she said, I like the person I am when I'm with you. Now, Maria Carmen, you may deny this if you're ever called to it, but I wrote it down when she said it. And I have continued to use that in two ways. One, when I work with my clients, to help them ask, who is it that you are around that you're just your best at? All right, spend some time with them. But also, I ask it for myself, which is, who is it that I'm around that I'm my best at? Those are people that you want to identify. There are some people that just tend to bring out the best in you. Or, it may not be, this is who I am when I'm around you. This is I like who I become when I'm around you. It's sort of the same thing. But who is that for you? So when you think of, I like who I am when I'm around you or when I'm with you, who are those people that you think of? But the question I ask myself, and I invite you to ask for yourself, is, how can I become that for others? How can I identify the people who I'm here to support, and become the person that allows them or invites them to become the best version of themselves? You can do that as a leader. As you're building that future, you'll need to do that for the people around you. So as you think about, we become the company that we keep, so keep good company. And I like who I am when I'm around you. I would suggest you extend this to your teams, to the people that you're responsible for, if you will, the people who you want to bring the best out of. How can you place them in the company, either of yourself or other people, that will help them uplift themselves, they'll become the company that they keep? So sometimes you can see an opportunity for them to join an organization, participate in something, hang out with a person, find them a mentor that will help them become a better version of themselves. But then also, you can be that for them. So for your teams, for your direct reports, for your organizations, I would encourage you to take that on as an active part of your responsibility to build the best. And by the way, you'll benefit when they help you build that future that you see as possible. But the great thing about both of these, I said it before, once you build these, once you find the people that when you're with them, you become the company that you keep, so you can keep company with them. This will continue to work with you with very little maintenance once you have it going. And it becomes like a wind behind you, that any efforts that you're making to become a more effective leader, to become more helpful, just to build the future that you want, is going to be amplified by this wind behind you. And the same is true with this. And they take on this quality of 1 + 1 = far more than 2. Because just think of it this way. So you ask yourself, who is it that I can say, I like who I am when I'm around you? Okay, those people are probably great candidates for you to spend more time with, right? But then there are going to be those people who say that about you. And you may want to find a way for them to help them spend that time with you so that they can become you, more like you, the company that they get to keep. And as you combine these, they become much more powerful than just one idea plus one idea. I've shared this with many of my clients, help them build this for themselves, for the people around them. I've done this in my own situation, in my own life. And the benefits, I've been doing this for decades, and the benefits are enormous as they build over time. Yes, keep reading, keep studying, keep learning ideas. With these, it's really a wind that's just going to blow you along a lot further towards that person, that leader you want to become. So I have a couple of actions, requests for you to take out of this to bring this to life for you. First, I mean, I know you're in a hurry, but so it would be easy to just click off this video and move on. But I'm going to ask you to take time to reflect and reflect on a couple things. One is reflect for yourself. How would you answer, who are the people you want to hang out with? Who are the people that make you better? And how can you create this for others? Okay, so that's the reflection. And also then think about this as a community. As you combine these, what's happening is this is the best of a community, right? When people hang out together and they're all uplifted, that's what you want from a community. So I'd be asking yourself, reflect on how can I create a sense of community so that we do this for each other in a way that it's working 24/7 and we don't always have to think about it. But then the second request I have is that you share this. So there are going to be some people that you've already thought of that either make this list or make this list, or perhaps both. And I'm going to ask you, please share this video with them. At the very least, just say, hey, I think of you. I think you'll benefit from this when I think of these things. Or you may even want to take it a step further is, when I watch this video, I think of this and I think I'd like to spend more time with you. Could we create something together? Because here's an opportunity to take advantage of this subtle tool or tools, if you want to call them tools. I hate to diminish them by calling them tools, but to take advantage of the benefits that they can offer you and to help others benefit from them as well. You could even ask this of your team. What can we create together? My goal in the creation of these videos is to help you find that community, because I know if you're that person who sees far beyond any other people, a lot of times you feel lonely and sometimes you even think you're crazy because you're the only one who sees it. So right now it's you and me. I'm sharing ideas with you, and some of you even share back, here's my questions, here's my insights. So we're having a conversation. But eventually my goal is that we'll start to build a community so that there's this other person and this other person, and you're not just interacting with me, but you're all interacting with each other, doing this and doing this. So that's my goal for you as well. But for now, reflect. How can you apply this and share? Who would you like to share this with to either just make sure that they're thinking about it or maybe create something with them? Thanks for letting me share this with you. There's a lot that you can do with this. And so please take the time and invest in it. And in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.